My name's Duddy, Saddle Builds and Stuff. Today's about a weapon, one of my favourite weapons in the game, the Unsworn with Detonator Beam and Shoot to Loot. This is like the S tier utility weapon in the game. It's a trace rifle, but the Detonator Beam and the Shoot to Loot work in synergy. It will also pick up orbs for you with that Detonator Blast. So it's called the Unsworn. It's a trace rifle adaptive frame. You get this from the Sundered Doctrine, the second encounter, the lock set. It's got subjugation on there, which is a very good origin trait. To weak targets, shots explode. To strong targets, targets become exhausted. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage. I believe it's 25%. It's a little bit like Sever, but not as strong. It's featured on the Swordmaster gear as well, that exhaust. It's also got Detonator Beam on there, dealing sustained damage, creates an explosion around the target. The enhanced version makes it trigger faster. And then we've also got Shoot to Loot on there. Now, Detonator Beam and Shoot to Loot will work together, which is awesome. Shooting an Orb of Power picks it up, shooting an ammo brick picks it up, and automatically reloads all of your weapons. Like I said a couple of times, the Detonator Beam, that blast, it will auto pick up orbs and ammo bricks, which I'm going to show you. But the exhaustion from the subjugation is not bad. Bit of reduced outgoing damage. You're going to see that Detonator Beam blasting off for like 89 damage. It's just a total damage increase of the weapon. Detonator Beam is a really good trait to have on this one. So if you can imagine you're doing damage, you've got a few orbs around, or you're using attrition orb weapon, something like that. So I've just quickly switched to an attrition orbs weapon, couple of orbs around the target, and it doesn't have to be like right on top of the target anywhere, just anywhere near it really. And then what you're going to see in this next clip is that Detonator Beam blasting that orb disappear. So that's showing you that the Detonator Beam is picking up the Orb of Power. Now, there's loads of things we can do with that. So if you just look at my health bar at the top, I'm getting a Void Overshield. But like I said, there's loads of things. Now, tell me that's not cool, that Detonator Beam picking up the Orb of Power. It also works with ammo as well. So Facet of Purpose on Prismatic, you can get a free Overshield if you're on Void, or Frost Armor if you're on Stasis, Restoration on Solar, Bolt Charge on Arc. Thread of Warding, for example, picking up an Orb of Power is going to give you Woven Mail. So these are like free procs really with this weapon, and then you've got Echo Starvation as well, which you can also use for Devour. You've got all sorts what you can use Orbs of Power for free basically. You've got things like Surges, Solar Void Arc Surges. You've also got things like Grenade Fonts, etc. Loads of different ways you can utilise this little synergy. And this is why this makes this trace rifle the only one I ever really use consistently. It's a really good weapon to fit on all types of build. And like I said, for usability this season, it's really good as well, because we've got a couple of seasonal artifact perks, or one in particular that will apply weakening when you've got a Void Overshield. Obviously that one's called the Singularity Blade, and that states when you've got a Void Overshield, your melees will weaken targets and your sword hits as well. So that's a really good for this season, but it's good all around in general regardless anyway. While we're on the topic of Void Overshields, we've got the Fortune's Favour this season as well, where you're going to get extra damage when you've got a Void Overshield. Now it'll give your normal weapons a 15% damage increase, so I'm just going to show you that working now. 14 is without the Fortune's Favour, and in this clip I've got my Fortune's Favour on, and you're going to see that go up to 16, and that also improves the blast from the Detonator Blast as well. Obviously, you'll see the 100 hits there. Now, again, that's going to work really nicely with your Facet of Purpose, where you're going to get that Void Overshield. So if you do lose your Void Overshield on any class, but specifically a Fortune's Favour Hunter, you're going to be able to keep that Void Overshield going all of the time. So it's pretty decent little synergy. Like I said, if you're new to this game, or you just sort of starting out, I'd definitely consider farming this weapon out. It is one of the most unique weapons in the game, in my opinion, and it has some really unique synergies. And then I'm just going to show you it now. It also works with that green ammo brick as well. As you'll see there, it disappeared. Bang, straight into my magazine. It also works on other classes like Titans, Abeyance, things like that, Abeyant Leaps, but the Demos Fusion Warlock Helmet, this works particularly well because you're going to get heals on Suspender, etc. Thread of Wisdom, defeating suspended targets creates an Orb of Power, which you're going to do all the time with that type of build. Picking up an Orb of Power is going to give you Woven Mail, so it's a direct buff to the Demos Fusion Warlock Helmet build as well, because you're going to be suspending creating orbs, and then you're not having to go run around. You're going to see on that bottom left, I'm going to proc my Woven Mail, without having to go and pick up orbs and run around. And it's just really good. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of this little trace rifle. Have you got it? Do you plan on getting it? Thanks for watching. Have a great day.